Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. Who are we and what do we believe? We are a non-religious spiritual community that reveals the love, power, and presence of the divine. We teach practical spiritual principles for living a rich and deep life. You may not recognize it, but there is a power within you capable of changing your life and the world through the renewing, changing of your mind. We want to support you in living a fulfilled and loving life. We do this by teaching spiritual principles, tools, and practices in a contemporary way, making them easy to access and apply while building a community dedicated to love, acceptance, and transformation in the world. We recognize you as whole, perfect, and complete. The Center for Spiritual Living honors all paths to God. We believe there is one ultimate loving energy, call it God, call it Spirit, Buddha, Jesus, higher power, that is present in all that exists. Within you lies all wisdom, love, and power needed to create greater health, wealth, happiness, and meaning. The Center for Spiritual Living wants to be part of your life and spiritual journey. Please enjoy Reverend Marigene DeRusha sermons and YouTubes. We look forward to seeing you again, and we would love for you to become a YouTube subscriber. Please click the subscribe icon and the bell to receive sermons for your journey. Blessings.
Taking the leap of faith. How many of you are involved in have ever been involved in a 40-day Lent program? And growing up, I really thought it was kind of ridiculous. I would give up watermelon. You're supposed to give up something for 40 days. And actually now, this year, right now, I'm involved in a 40-day program. And what it's about is meditating every day and giving up ways of thinking that do not serve me, giving up food that do not serve you, or giving up addictions that you don't want anymore, or something that's sacred. It becomes a sacred devotion to yourself to purify yourself in these 40 days. If only they had have explained it that way, I might have taken it more seriously. But it's never too late, so I want to invite you to be on this 40-day journey with me, to be willing to let go of something that no longer serves you, to be willing to also declare what does serve you. I am love, I am joy, I am harmony. What are you? Declare that, put that into that space, so the universe is always working on you. Today, a leap into faith is really about what is faith and how do you leap into it? So last night, I was reading this new book that came from a miracle. I keep a miracle journal and every miracle that shows up. And the miracle last night was this book called The Door of Everything by Ruby Nelson. And so I kept waking up during the night and I kept reading this book and it was amazing. I want to just share what Ruby says about faith. In addition to being willing, it is necessary also to be quiet and believe. Believe so hard that belief turns into faith. Faith always turns into experience. For faith is more than just blind hope. It is not an intangible emotion. It is a distinct vibration which radiates outward from you and acts in much the same manner as a magnet to attract the forces of spirit and focus them in your direction. Wow. So that's why it's important to have faith, and you can develop faith by developing your belief, by doing your spiritual practice. Dr. Ernest Holmes says that we pray and we practice. We do the prayer work. We go inside, and then we have to take it out into the world. We can't just sit here with, oh, I have faith in that. And then we act opposite, or we speak opposite. But how many of you have a dream? Do you have a dream? You know, my friend Tracy gave me this dream stone the other day. To just dream big. Dream bigger than you've ever been. You know, what is your dream? And there's the process between the dream and the incubation period and the end result. So we begin dreaming. What is it you want in your life? Do you want to have a deeper spiritual practice? You want to know that you're always guided for greater good unfolding? Do you want a new job, a new spouse, a new house, a new friend? The universe doesn't matter what you dream about. Really. And sometimes we dream so little, we don't dream big enough because we don't realize who we are. We are divine beings here on this planet to express, to be more than we've ever been, to be willing to step out there and love and forgive and have joy. You know, happiness is an inside job. So every day we have to begin doing our spiritual practice. And we might start with making a declaration of what we want to express and experience more. Write it down. Look at it every day. People go, oh my God, I can't look at it every day. It's March and I wrote them down in January and I never looked at them. Have they happened? No. Some people say, why bathe every day? Because it keeps you clean. That's the same thing as deciding every day, taking that time out. What's your dream? What does it feel like? What motivates you to take one step? And then every day you just take one step towards your dream. If your dream is a deeper expression of spirit, you spend time every day, you read, you meditate, you find people that you can talk to, you get inspired. You get to where you love talking about spirit because it's so exciting. How many of you feel that way? My goal is to see that every single hand goes up in this room. Because we're talking about the power and presence. It's a fascinating story. And it deals with your mind. It deals with your subconscious mind. It deals with your dreams. It deals with your willingness. It deals with love. It deals with faith. It deals with trust. And then you begin seeing the miracles that show up as you literally surrender to that divine power. You surrender. You read the book Change Prayers, and you find one that just fits, which is, Spirit, I'm ready to step out. I'm ready to be all that I can be. I'm ready to let go of playing small. I'm ready to have a bigger dream. And I'm willing to be guided, because one time I did this rune stone years ago, and it said, I will to will thy will. And what that means is I will to will the greatest expression of me as I can be, because that divine lives, moves, and has its being as me. And it's always for greater good. There may come up some things in your life that you go, okay, greater good, please leave. That can't be for greater good. I just got fired from my job. That's not greater good. No, it is. Whenever a door closes, another one opens. What I just have to keep saying is stop focusing on the closed door. Turn and walk into the open door. We only have a few years on this planet. I don't care if you live to be 100, that's a few. Or a few hundred. But it's about connecting with spirit. You can have all the money in the world, you can have all the houses in the world, the cars, the jets, and if you haven't connected with spirit, you're going to come back and do it again. And I know that everybody in this room has connected with spirit, because you're here to say, yes, remind me of who I am. Remind me that deep core of spirit is within me. Remind me that I can speak my word. Remind me I can turn away from the closed door and look at the open one. And not just once in a while. We do this daily. What's your daily spiritual practice? Mine is getting up every day at 7:30 and meditating with people from all over the world for 15 to 20 minutes. I call in and I just sit there. I bask in it. And my dog coach sits next to me, and he gets to be part of my meditation. I'm committed to my spiritual growth, and I'm committed to be on this planet for an agent of change, an agent of good, an agent of faith. Yes. You want to join me? Yes. Okay, I now bless you as agents of change and faith and trust. Yay! So if we're going to leap into faith, I want you to grab the person's hand next to you and say, let's leap together. Let's leap together. Yeah. Woohoo. So I want to tell you, Dr. Ernest Holmes says in the book on effective prayer, he says, Fear is a positive acceptance that you shall experience that which you dislike. Faith is a positive acceptance that you shall experience that which you do like. So which do you want to live from? Marianne Williamson, faith is believing that the universe is on your side and the universe knows what it's doing. If I ever doubt the universe, I just look up at the stars. They're not hitting my house. I know there's an intelligence that knows what it's doing. And faith is being comfortable with the unknown. Pure faith is spiritual conviction, the embodiment of an idea, the acceptance of a concept. You can work on your faith because you can begin seeing everything as great or good. Faith is knowing that if you step off the cliff, one of two things happen. Either the ground reaches up to meet you or you fly. It reminds me of that poem. He said, come to the edge. And I go, no, I can't come to the edge. Come to the edge. No, if I come to the edge, I'll fall. I can't come to the edge. Come to the edge. They came to the edge. He pushed them, and they flew. How many times do we say, no, I can't do that? It's too hard. It's too wearisome. No, let me grow, but give me it easy. Let me grow and do it my way. How many of us would like that? How many of us ever heard that prayer to God? Yeah, I want to grow, but do it my way. No. The universe goes, no, sweetheart, you came down here with this path. You came down here because something greater wanted to express. You came down here and said yes to the agreement that you would be the power of God on earth. So some of the agreements are that we have to love. We have to love everyone. Everything. Every person. Everything that shows up that maybe it's not the person that you have a problem with. Love them. It may be their actions. You know, and there is a discernment. You don't have to hang out with people whose actions go contrary to your belief systems, but you don't judge them. You don't hate them. You have to love them. Love is such a prerequisite in this life. You love the people that are in your life. You love the people that have moved on. The other thing is living in appreciation. How many of you appreciate every single day everything that you are? How many of you sit down and do a gratitude journal? Or do it in your mind or do it on your phone? Thank God for iPhones. I love them. Oh, they almost make me lazy because it's so easy. But I love it. I put out my iPhone every single day and I'm keeping tons of journals on my phone. So where do you appreciate today? What have you said thank you to? And praise, what do you praise? What do you get excited about? What do you just go, yes, yes? Anything? Yeah. That's important. Because too often we look at what we don't want and we praise it. I've had people that have more energy on what they don't want than what they do want. Then what they do want, they'll never get because they're stuck with what they don't want. Today in the meditation this morning, Pat read this quote by Ted Murray, and he said, when you focus on how you can serve others rather than obsessing about yourself, then miracles will become a regular occurrence in your life, and all opportunities to make a difference will be presented to you. So that's one of the things you can do is stop obsessing about your problems. Let them go. Obsess about God if you're an obsessive, compulsive person. Be obsessive about meditating, about praying, about seeing the good in other people. Yeah, and praise it. Acknowledge people. You know, we're not the only one that's God. You have to look out and say, hey, that's God, and that's God, and that's God. You begin seeing the God in everyone. Not just the people you know and like, but everyone that's in your experience is the power of God. Bless them. Thank them for being there. Wow, you finally showed up. I don't care if it's a clerk or a neighbor. Wow, you finally showed up. It's like show up, suit up, and get on the field. Because there's stuff we have to do. Yeah. We can't just sit back anymore and say, oh, let them take care of it. We aren't even here for them. We're here for our spiritual growth. And as we grow and we shine that light, we walk into a room and we become that light. We begin recognizing and knowing that the power of God. We begin sharing it with friends and strangers. Hey, I can help you. We can't save people, but we can go inside and know the truth of them. I may not be able to save you from looking at that closed wall, but I can know the truth that something within you can move you from that closed wall. I know that greater good is always unfolding. I know that there's a problem in your life or an illness in your life. It's an opportunity to go deeper with Spirit. It wouldn't show up if ever, things for your growth sometimes don't show up except in what we call tragedy. But it's not a tragedy. It's Spirit's way of saying, come on, go girl, go guy. Something else wants to express. Something beautiful, something deep. Okay. Dr. Ernest Holmes writes in Science of the Mind, our mind should swing from inspiration to action, from contemplation to accomplishment, from prayer to performance. This would be a well-balanced existence. Yeah. We regularly connect with our vision. We allow Spirit to move us. This is a time in my life where I'm going through the opportunity to go deeper with Spirit, to be on my knees saying, thank you, God, for all the good. Some of you know and some of you don't know, but my husband has separated and is experiencing also his greatest good unfolding. Spirit cannot have something good for one person without the other. So right now, we both get to go, what Spirit, what do you need? What can I do? How can I serve the world? What I want everyone to know is that it's all in harmony, it's all in love, and not to take sides and not to tell stories and just know the truth that it's all God unfolding perfectly. I'm okay. Larry's okay. The universe is speaking through us. There's something greater that will come out of this, I guarantee you. Yes. Every single day, there is a miracle that shows up in my life. Every day I write down my miracles. I write down my dreams. I am expanding my consciousness to love and see God in everyone. So I know there's something that wants to express through me. Something at a different level. Something beyond anything that has gone before. As I keep that high resolve, as I keep remembering, it's all God, it's all good. Greater good is unfolding. There's work for us to do in this world. There's a quote by Robert Bresson that I absolutely love. Make visible what, without you, perhaps never have been seen. No, wait, let me do that again. I left a word out. Make visible what, without you, might perhaps never have been seen. Is that incredible? We are called to make it seen. Don't let closed doors or completions get in our way. We just keep opening up to Spirit. Life is about completions. Do you know that? So we can let go and we can complete the past and we can stand forth and know that it's the power of God in action right this very minute in our life. Nothing can take that away from us. So what needs to be seen through you? What needs to be given through you? What needs to be developed? Whatever it is, have the faith and take that leap. It's the power of God within you. God bless you. I love you and thank you for your love and support. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.